This segment is the watch. So we'll be looking at the trends from what has been happening in the political and cultural discourse. Point number one, when a government consolidates power across all branches and aligns with fringe groups, it isn't leading, it's silencing democracy. A healthy democracy thrives on checks and balances, ensuring no single branch or ideology dominates the political landscape. When power is consolidated and extreme factions gain influence, dissenting voices are marginalized and governance shifts from representing the people to enforcing an agenda. True leadership encourages dialogue and compromise, but a government that centralizes control while catering to radical elements doesn't lead, it suppresses. History shows that once democratic institutions are weakened in this way, the ability to reclaim them becomes increasingly difficult. Point number two, as the balance of power shifts towards authoritarian regimes, especially with the U.S. enabling it, democracy's voice grows weaker and freedom's grip slips. Around the world, authoritarian leaders are gaining ground, often aided by democratic nations that fail to hold them accountable. When countries like the U.S., once seen as champions of democracy, turn a blind eye or even lend support to autocrats, it sends a dangerous message: democracy is negotiable. As the global balance tilts towards centralized, unchecked power, human rights and electoral integrity suffer. Silence in the face of creeping authoritarianism isn't neutrality, it's complicity. If democratic nations don't take a stand, who will? Point number three, a leader who's transactional and goes with the highest bidder isn't serving the people, they're selling democracy out for personal gain. Leadership should be about service, not self-interest. When politicians prioritize financial backers, corporate interests, or foreign influence over the needs of their citizens, democracy becomes a commodity rather than a principle. This kind of governance breeds corruption, weakens institutions, and fosters public distrust. A leader who makes decisions based on personal enrichment rather than public good isn't just failing their people, they're dismantling democracy one transaction at a time. If citizens don't hold them accountable, the selling out of democracy will continue unchecked. Point number four, and my last point. When a government shifts from democracy to oligarchy, power isn't in the hands of the people, it's in the pockets of the few. A true democracy ensures power remains with the people. But when wealth and influence dictate policy, the system tilts towards oligarchy. When a small group of elites control legislation, media, and even judicial appointments, the average citizen's voice diminishes. The result, policies that protect profits over people, laws that favor the privileged, and a government that listens to donors instead of voters. If democracy is to survive, power must be reclaimed from the few and returned to the many before the gap between them becomes insurmountable.